Is someone you love struggling with a real estate decision and you're unsure how to help without overstepping?
Moving forward with the Dekker team. Moving forward together with the Dekker team.
We are delighted to welcome you to episode 731 of Life's Inside Track. And I'm Yetta Dekker.
And I'm Ken Dekker.
And it's where we get to share techniques, thoughts, tips, tools, tactics, and truths that we all need, we all deserve. You, I, everyone, so we can turn our house into home, our families thrive, and we build wealth wisely through real estate. Oh, this one's hard. When you carry concern for another in your heart and you feel like you want to give them all the counsel you could give them because of what you already know, and you know, almost with certainty, that it's not going to be well received.
Yeah, and it can be like a family member, like a teenager. Sometimes a sibling won't listen to you because you share DNA, right? You share blood. Sometimes it's a parent, an aging parent, and they're making mistakes, or you fear they're making mistakes or going to make a mistake. You know, how do you really step in and support them? Because sometimes we carry that weight. We carry the weight that really isn't our weight to carry. It's the other person's decision, but we share their burden.
Yeah, because we watch them in the struggle.
Yeah.
And we love them, yes.
And one of the best ways that we've found is they are generally open to an introduction, a referral. You know, hey, I understand you've been thinking about real estate, or have you ever thought of real estate? You know, my real estate agent's really great. Would you, if I can get them to spend 15 minutes with you, or if I can get them to do an hour conversation with you, would you be willing to do that? Like, that's one way of introducing the thought of the Dekker team coming to support their loved one.
And it's actually been a time where we've had a lot of introductions to families, to parents, to kids, to siblings, because they weren't necessarily open to taking the counsel directly.
Right.
And they were certainly open to getting some expertise and some insight that was going to help them. So one of the texts I received last week was from a client of mine that we had met in 90 or 91, and it helped them a few times. And now their kids are older and wanting to actually purchase a new home. And so she sent a message saying, would you be willing to help the kids? So her first was, I'd like to refer you to the kids or introduce you to the kids. And I want to make sure you feel you can help them and that you want to help them.
Right.
And so it was an easy yes, because if she loves them, I love them. And I knew them when they were infants. So this sounded like kind of fun to me. Anyway, and we got on a clarity call, and very easily, it was easy for them to take some input and some counsel, and it actually opened the door for them to have a follow-up conversation with mom and dad that wouldn't have been as easy for mom and dad to have had I not stepped through that door. That was really awesome.
Yeah, I've been sitting in this last year, a number of conversations. There was one where, the mother wanted to basically sell their home to the kids at a reduced rate or whatever. And it was, I was there almost to protect the mother because she was going to give the place away, which is okay. Like, it's her prerogative, right? It's their children if she wants to give it to them. But I wanted to make sure that their arrangement, their agreement of payment and different things was in writing, was fully understood by both parties. And so that was an interesting one. And then, recently we've helped a young couple buy a house, and it started by her parents calling me and saying, she's graduating university, she's getting a great job, they're renting, we'd really like to help them get their foot up, their leg up, whatever. What's the saying? Get a leg up. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess
and
that's one
get
way
a
to
house.
say it.
We'd like to help them. Can we meet? And yes, the four of us met. We discussed different options of the parents helping, whether it be co-signing or going on title with them, or just gifting down payment. We're seeing that a lot lately, is people giving early inheritance for a down payment. And we can walk through that as an introduction, and both parties are seeing us as the expert, which we are, and they're open to it, right? Like sometimes, even when you're trying to do something nice for somebody, it can be taken the wrong way as controlling or being overstepping or interfering. Whereas when you're a third party in the group, you can have those discussions. It goes really smoothly.
It does. And so if you're thinking, why on earth would we do this? Well, because 60% of people, buyers and sellers, actually rely on an introduction anyway to a realtor. So why not step into that gap? And it may not be a person that is in your family. It may not be a parent or a sibling. It may be a friend or a coworker at work. You're willing to chat with them too. So the clarity call may not be for you. The clarity call may be for someone else. And you're welcome to give them dekkerteam.com as a place to go to book a clarity call and write in the message, because there's lots of space for them to state what they're looking to accomplish or what they think they want to accomplish. Right there, they can say that you introduced them. And whether you're going to be on that clarity call or not, most of the time it's the people that we're connecting with. And occasionally, like Ken was saying, we do meet with both the kids and the parents, or the parents and their parents, right? Like, I don't know. I'm still the kids, I guess. But regardless, whoever is kind of driving the introduction, right? It doesn't have to be that. It can just be the person themselves that we're connecting with. And what it does is it makes you feel like you're making a difference without being controlling or interfering.
Yeah. And we've also worked multiple times with people that are more aged, and the kids are starting to get concerned that, maybe it's time mom and dad need somewhere safer. They need less responsibility or less yard or whatever. And just that introduction and us sitting and talking with them, we can have conversations sometimes that kids have a hard time doing.
Right. And again, I think we've said this a lot. The idea here is not to apply pressure. We don't want anybody to get hurt or feel pressure. We really want them to have options. And sometimes the options are easier to hear from someone that is trusted and yet isn't going to be personally involved in the decision making.
Right. And sometimes it's not a big decision, like, are we buying a house? Are we selling a house? Sometimes it's, we've had people call, oh, my parents are thinking of buying, or not buying, but renting their air conditioner and their furnace because it's, it's time to replace it. It's broken or whatever. And we can sit in 15 minutes and explain the pluses and minuses of doing a rental contract, why it costs so much more, and the benefits of it as well. And sometimes people just don't have any money, but sometimes it just gets sold a bill of goods.
And sometimes it's the whole conversation of reverse mortgages. So really, no topic of it is off the table. And if we can't answer it, we will introduce you or introduce them to the person that is the right person.
Yeah. And so you might want to listen to the next segment as we talk about, if concern doesn't require control, what actually will help. And we also love building wealth wisely because it's about much more than just the money.
Moving forward with the Dekker team. Moving forward